गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. So we are in Jnaneshwari chapter 18 verse number 22, OV number 566, and we are in the topic of Sattvic Jnana, Rajasic Jnana and Tamasic Jnana. Sattvic Jnana is that by which one perceives one in all being, the unifying principle. What is that factor because of which one is able to see the one in all beings? And what is that? It is the self, Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarup. It is the self-knowing, self-existing, all-pervasive reality. And we explained that it as if it is only language. The water has as if divided into many waves, so it's a divisionless division. The gold alone has become all the ornaments, but what is there in the ornaments? Nothing but gold. So it is a creationless creation of the ornaments. Similarly, that one alone has become the entire multiplicity, and know that knowledge arises from sattva. When we come to this point, when we are able to suss this, I can't even use the word suss here. What is the ultimate sattva? We are not talking about absolute truth. We are not talking about water. We are talking about the ocean. What is the disposition of ocean towards the waves? Does the ocean see the waves as separate to itself? No. Does it feel that they are outside of him? No. So, exactly the same way. Ishvara also, I explained this in that class, Ishvara also alone is appearing as the multitude through his own potency. The one who is able to see this, that one alone became the two, Ishvara and Prakriti, and that Ishvara alone then is expressing as the infinite number of finites. Seeming finites. I should add that word, seeming finites. That is the sattvic. What is rajasic? That knowledge by which one knows several manifold existence in all creatures as separate. So wherever the differences are established, sense of otherness is established, me and you is established, name and form is established, that knowledge arises from rajas. And what is tamas? That knowledge which is fixated to one object. Who is fixated to one object? Don't think of someone whom you know. You are the one. You are fixated to one husband and one wife. You are why you are doing that? And one child or two child or three child. But why? Only this child is mine and not all the children are mine. all this fixation begins, that I am only this body. This is the fixation that we have. This is the identification. This is the expression of the tamasic gyan. Gyan, knowledge. And we have been looking at it, and once one is accepting himself to be the body, then he because body is tamasic, body is gross, and therefore such a person who is identified with the body lives a tamasic life, lives a sensuous life, lives a life of wants, lives a life of desires, lives a life of continuously satiating himself through forms, through experiences, through objects of the world, as if the whole world is there only to be devoured by him or her. And in this manner, and this is all, this expression is because of the identification. Remember, dhyayato vishayan pumsan sangasteshu upajayate. Whenever you think about something, you get attached to it. Once you get attached to it, desire arises. If desire is fulfilled, it becomes greed. Greed cannot be fulfilled, it leads to anger. If desire is not fulfilled, it leads to anger. So, whichever way you go, trying to fulfill the desire, ultimately anger is the result. Anger leads to delusion, and so on. So, we are in this body, we have a desire. We have a desire to be healthy, we have a desire to be vaccinated, we have a desire to be with the husband, we have a desire to be doing the right thing with the children, we have a desire to be doing the right thing with the country, with the profession, all this. But we don't have the when we are living with identification with the body, as the body, in the body, on everybody, such a person doesn't think too much about the higher. Because of his identification with the body, his 90% disposition is towards the objects of the world, to satiate this body. चलो गोलगप्पे खाने चलते हैं. कहाँ पे? वो क्लेटन कॉर्नर में, चाट पापड़ी. Have you been? Indian style trucks are there, 3-4. कुल्फी, फालूदा, पापड़ी, चाट, गोलगप्पे, इंडियन बर्गर, बोंडा. पानी आ गया ना मुंह में. डोसा, इडली, वड़ा. दही भल्ला. लिस्ट बता रहा हूँ, मैंने मेन्यू याद कर लिया वहाँ का. And when it comes to this greed, when it comes to this desire, the tamasic person, the one who is considering, he has put all the eggs into this basket called the body. He does not know what is right and what is wrong. See? He doesn't know. And therefore, so many examples Jnaneshwar Maharaj gave, like a crow doesn't know if it is food or it is a vomit, it just eats it up. The dog doesn't know it is white meat or red meat or vegetable. It will eat whatever is given to it. Same way, this tamasic one with the tamasic knowledge, he does not follow any norms. हर चीज के लिए लेजी. everything, that person is lazy. To get up in the morning, that person is lazy. To make his own breakfast or her own breakfast, they are lazy. Oh, again I have to get up in the morning and send the children to school, lazy. Now they have gone, now what do I do? Okay, let's go to sleep and catch up. Then get up at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, nobody is there at home. Then what to do? Hmm, कौन बनाएगा यार खाना, बट बच्चे आ रहे हैं, बनाना तो पड़ेगा. For everything, such people are always cringing, complaining. Tamasic. Tamasic knowledge. Well, rest you can listen in the last talk. 566th verse we are in. वाचूनी स्वर्गु नरकु आथी तया हेतु प्रवृत्ति निवृत्ति ये आघविये चीराती जाणीवे चीजे जे देह खंडा नाम आत्मा ईश्वर पाषाण प्रतिमा यया परौती प्रमा दळो नेणे म्हणे पडिलेनी शरीरे केले निसी आत्मा सरे मा भोगावया उरे कोण वेशे ना ईश्वरू पाहाता आहे तो भोगवी हे जरी होय तरी देवची खाये निकुनिया गावीचे देवळेश्वर नियामकची होती साचार तरी देशीचे डोंगर उगे का असती. He says, this knowledge knows not about heaven and hell, nor about activity and renunciation. It does not know about nivritti and pravritti and renunciation, and is ignorant about what action it should undertake or avoid. This knowledge does not extend beyond the consideration that the self is only the body and the God is the stone idol. According to this knowledge, the soul dies along with its actions at the fall of the body, and there remains nothing to enjoy the fruit of the actions. See? एक एक करके लेते हैं. Are we having this type of disposition? Correct. Correct your convictions. Man is what his convictions are. You are tamasic because of your convictions. You are rajasic because of your convictions. You are sattvic because of your convictions. You are a seeker because of your convictions. You are following a certain path because of your convictions. So correct your convictions. And have the courage to drop the old convictions, notions which are not helpful helpful for you to move forward on this path of self-realization. Why you hold on just because your parents did that and your parents' did it and these things have come in the family and this is our family culture. क्या करोगे? चाटोगे उसको. What is important? Family is only because you have considered you are the body. You have to move out of that. So here when he says, the knowledge knows not about heaven and hell. Heaven and hell, who are these people who are holding on to the body as the self? They are the Vaisheshikas. They consider the body to be the self. Body is a Vishaya. Vishaya means an object. It is poisonous, wish. And you are holding on to it. and you feel that life is only about, I don't know why I was born, my parents came together and I was born, that is wrong conclusion. Tamik person will only think that way. But what is the truth? Parents created the body, you entered the body. Oh, I don't know from where I came. I don't care, man. Then what are you? Oh, you don't care. Then what? Ah, just keep drink merry, be on the dole, enjoy life, a beer every day, and no purpose in life, no higher goal in life, no fear of hell, no fear of retribution. Look at that fellow in India who is just now gone behind bar. No fear because he's a multi millionaire. So he feels he can buy the judges, he can buy the police, he can buy the ministers. So he was going on. Now caught. No fear, no. Vasuli gang. Vasuli gang. No fear because everyone is in my pocket. Where is his attention? Only on himself, only on his body. So I need more, 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 more. There is no end. Where is that more going to lead? Behind bars. Because he broke all the norms, didn't follow any rules, didn't know what is right that is to be followed and what is wrong which needs to be avoided. What is to be avoided? Kamya karma has to be avoided, and Nishiddha karma has to be avoided. Kartavya karma karo. Nimitta and naimittika karma, these two have to be done. But kamya karma and nishiddha karma, you must move away. But when you are identified with the body, the one who is identified with the body, he doesn't have that acumen, he doesn't have that discrimination to distinguish what is beneficial for him, because he is only living. He doesn't know why he has come, he doesn't know where he is going to go. You tell him if you die you will go to hell. What hell? If I don't know, show me anyone who has gone to hell till now and told you. No. Oh, scripture says so. They are only books, man. They are telling anything. They will say one book says about heaven, another says about hell, another says about God. Show me one person who has had it, has the experience, who has gone to hell and come back, who has gone to heaven and come back. This is their argument. And therefore they stick to their guns. See, those who are very tamasic, for them the motivation is heavens. For them motivation is heaven, or wealth, or goodies of life. And for getting that goodies of life, they are, if they are getting the results, important point is what is in it for me. Am I getting the benefit out of, if I follow this diktat, if I follow this person, if I follow this idea, if I follow this opportunity, will I get the benefit? If I don't get the benefit, I must see the results quickly. Otherwise, I will not follow it. And we do the same thing with the Japa mantra also. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare यार इतने सालों से लिया है, कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा. ओम श्री राम, जय जय राम. अरे फिर से कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय. It was feeling good, but nothing is. Once it felt, it did what I wanted, but after that it has not done anything. Whom should I go to? Devi, ya Devi sarva bhuteshu moksha rupe. Lakshmi rupena sanstita. And then you do vrat and this and that, and after that, that also not there. Then what do? somewhere it enters your head, hey, all these gods are only imaginations in the statues. And you go and hold on to the feet of some teacher, some Guru Maharaj. Not because you are surrendered to him. You catch his feet because you have done market research. This is a powerful one. He knows many ministers. Many millions follow him. He's got a good penetration in the entire globe, digital penetration. So let's follow him. Did he say, follow me? No. You decided. And what does any guru tell you? Realize yourself. But what are you realizing? That I am this body and this guru is also the body. But where is guru situated? He is situated, established in the infinite. What are you holding on? To the body. Why you are holding on to the body? Because you have considered you are the body. This is the height of stupidity of a person who is pursuing tamasic knowledge. For him, God is not in his heart. For him, God is not who is giving a miracle every moment. The breath is coming in and going out by itself. Heart is beating. Every organ function is taking place. The seasons are coming. The earth is revolving around the sun, etc., etc., etc. The waterfalls, the rivulets come together to form a big river, and they go again to the ocean, and again it evaporates, and again the whole cycle begins. How the warm water currents go around the whole planet, warming up the various areas and bringing the fishes and giving them those warm water channels to travel from one side of the globe to another globe in fraction of the time. All this is miracle. Miracle is you are seeing everyone straight, but the image that is being formed on your eyes is upside down of everything. Miracle is that you are considering you have a mind which you have never seen, heard, touched, tasted, anything, but you think there is a mind. More than that, more than the mind, you consider yourself to be the body. And because you are considering yourself to be the body, you consider that God also to be of a form. And where do you find that form? You find it in the temple or in your house or in photograph. And it's okay to begin. But they don't want to surrender to the form, to the Lord. They make him into a business relationship with him. Satyanarayan Puja. Oh Lord, you are the most powerful. I don't have any power. Oh Lord, you don't have any desires, but I have got all the desires. So my desires and your power. I'll pray to you. I'll come. $1,000 I'll give for Archana. It's only $50, but I'll give $1,000. I'll build one wall for you. I'll give you a golden crown or a golden earring. You are bribing the Lord. Why? You are the most powerful without desires, and I am the least powerful with desires. And therefore, if someone touches the temple, you are ready to fight for the temple. If someone breaks the idol, you are ready to kill for the person who has done that. If someone steals the ornaments of the Lord from the temple, you are disturbed. When have these things not happened on this planet? Such a person is only lost in these things. And therefore, This knowledge knows not about heaven and hell, nor about activity and renunciation. He is such a lazy person. He is such a lazy person. We have a person here at home. Today, every day, mum makes the dough, everyone makes their chapatis. I also made mine. I said, why you are not making? कंटाल आ गया. I am lazy. I am not interested. Every day is the same dialogue. So what she will eat? Frozen chapatis. Fresh is there, but she will eat frozen. Fresh food is there, but she will eat yesterday's food. Then what she will do with today's food? She'll keep it for tomorrow. See, this is the height of stupidity. Laziness. So such a person is lazy, doesn't want to do anything, doesn't want to act, is not inspired by anything. Everything must come to him or her easily without putting any efforts. Such people invest in share markets, put $1, get back 1,000. This is good proposition. Minimum investment, maximum return. What is it called? Leverage. Leverage is looked out for only by those. What is in it for me? How am I going to benefit? So they get involved only in such activities where with minimum efforts, maximum return is gained. So they are sitting at home. अरे बेटा पानी दे देना जरा, बीबी जरा चाय बना देना, आज खाने के लिए क्या है? साला एक बार भी सब्जी काटी नहीं, खाने के लिए क्या है? रोज का डायलॉग. पानी तक उठाने के लिए, फॉर ड्रिंकिंग वाटर ऑल्सो दे विल नॉट गेट अप. दे विल आस्क समवन, अरे यू आर जस्ट देयर, कैन यू गिव मी अ ग्लास ऑफ वाटर? Height of laziness, total dependency. This attitude is wrong. If you are sick, if you are invalid, if you are having pain, if you are unwell, then it is understood. But I have seen people, and I am seeing people, even if they are unwell, even if they are old, they keep plodding along, they keep working, never asking for help. Nor about activity and renunciation. अरे renunciation तो भूल ही जाओ यार. Their renunciation is going to sleep. Renounce the world and go to sleep. Because that is ultimate laziness, sleep. Nidra, alasya, pramad. This is the expression of tamas. So that knowledge which keeps rotating in nidra, alasya means laziness or procrastination, and pramad means inadvertence, repeating the same mistake again and again and again and again. But they will never think about renunciation. त्यागे नहीं के अमृतत्व मानशुहु. That thought will, अरे छोड़े यार, who has got realized till today? Immortality, it is only a concept. It is not possible, man. I have never come across a happy person, an immortal person. Look, so many Mahatmas, they are all crooks. They are all quacks. They are all imposters. They will not accept it only. Very difficult for them to accept that. And is ignorant about what action it should undertake or avoid. What is right and wrong, that is not uh, the discriminative faculty is absent in this tamasic person. He uses that discrimination only. What is in it for me? I will choose that that will benefit me, and I will do for that. I will do kill, loot, murder. सीधी उंगली से घी नहीं निकाल तो टेढ़ी उंगली से निकालेगा. वसूली गैंग. महाराष्ट्र वसूली गैंग. See? So what action it should take, what it should not take. See? In life you are given an opportunity. You are hearing these words of Jnaneshwar Maharaj. You are hearing these words of Bhagavad Gita. Where are we in our intellectually? What is our disposition? Is it sattvic disposition? Is it rajasic disposition? Is it tamasic disposition? We will be going through all these three all the time. But what is the predominant one? Because we are made up of the three. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Just like waking is sattva, dream is Rajas, deep sleep is Tamas. The bottom part of your body is Tamas, the middle part of your body is Rajas, the top part of your body is Sattva. Similarly, everything is divided, everything in this creation has these three, but something is predominant, something is not very dominant. So you assess what is predominant disposition. Are you moving around with sattvic knowledge that it has clicked, that you are attempting, you are living with awareness, you are contemplating all the time how that one alone is expressing through all. Is that our disposition? Or our disposition is tu main, me versus him, me versus you, I want, etc. That will be rajasic. Establishing differences and considering them to be real. You consider them to be real only because your attention is not on the one. You consider differences to be real only because your attention is not on the one. You are not convinced of it. And when you are absolutely selfish, when one is absolutely selfish, he is tamasic. I am this body and everything in this world is only to serve this body. Nothing else. My parents are there for this body. My siblings are there for this body. My wife is there for this body. My children are there. I am their father. Don't you know who I am? काम करो, चलो, पैर दबाओ, पानी लाके दो, चाय लाके दो, खाना लाके दो, प्लेट लेके जाओ. Friends are there for this body. This knowledge does not extend beyond the consideration that the self is only the body and the God is the stone idol. I have already talked about it. He cannot think beyond. If you tell this fellow that the entire creation is in your mind, that बेवकूफ बना रहा है, मेरे को पागल कर रहा है क्या यहाँ पे आके? Then he'll spread the word. Hey, don't go to Swamiji's satsang. He says the whole world is in our mind. I think he's gone crazy. दूर रहना. क्यों दूर रहना? क्योंकि अगर कहीं सच निकल गया है, if it comes out to be true, then I have not come to know the I have not come to know the truth. It will require a lot of hard work. I am tamasic. And whatever I am enjoying, that also I'll not be able to enjoy because I have heard the satsang and doubt has got there is a doubt in the mind that I must pursue the higher one. So majority people don't come to satsang because of this. The next type of people are, they come to the satsang, after one or two they run away because it's too much for them to handle. They can't enjoy what they have, and they cannot enjoy the ultimate because they have not reached there. Ultimate may be the self, may be God, but they haven't had the darshan. And because the doubt is there. यार अभी तक तो मेरे को, I have not come across anyone who has met God. I have not come across anyone who has seen God. I have not come across anyone who has gone to God's abode and come back and told that I have been there. Oh, Ramakrishna Paramahams, he knew God. He used to talk to Kali. That is just mental thing, man. They got answers for all these things. How to पतली गली से कैसे अपने आप को बचा लेना है वो उनको अच्छी तरह पता है. They know how to escape from getting convinced. They know. They don't want to think beyond the body, as if that is a no land. If you touch that, you will get a shock. If you touch that, I will lose my sleep. If I touch that something which is that I am beyond the body, then I will not be able to pursue what I am pursuing right now. I will lose my beautiful. I am relaxed, There's one person, if I tell him something, आज मूड नहीं है, I don't have a mood today. आज क्या खाएंगे, कॉफ़ी पीने चलें, आज मूड नहीं है. Another day the phone call will come. स्वामी जी आज कॉफ़ी पीने का मूड है, चलें कॉफ़ी के लिए. मैं कहा तू बड़ा मूडी है यार. फिर एक दिन मेरे को उसको बोलना पड़ा. I had to tell him that to live as a slave to these moods, you come to my age, you will be a problem to the society. I don't wish that, but if you don't keep it under control and live at the mercy of this mind and its moods, eventually you will become mental. According to this knowledge, the soul dies along with its action at the fall of body. Soul, what is soul? The life, whatever is. What is soul? The soul. They say, the spark of the God, the soul, this life. Who is this? I don't want to know, man. It's too complicated. No, they say it is spark of the God. It must be, I don't know. They say that. Oh, it is the self, it is the infinite. Infinite, infinite. Look, I am finite. What infinite? How can infinite come inside a finite? Infinite come inside finite. They are unable to. I can give examples. Infinite space inside the finite pot. So infinite self inside the finite pot called the body. ठीक है. Yeah, but this is too deep, man. I can't think like these things. Why? What is inside my body? This is too deep. This is too spiritual. This is too much out of my normal way of living. Don't disturb me with these type of thoughts. For me, it's nice. God in the temple, touch him, feel him, and I say, okay. As long as he does, as long as I can lift him and shift his position, that means I am in control. God is under my control. See? He feels that the soul at the end of the day, at the end of life, when the body dies, the life leaves the body. Where it goes, that who cares? Where it goes, I don't know. It goes to heaven, I don't know. It goes to hell, I don't know. Are we one of those? Are we one of those? If you see that, if you assess your actions of this life, if death was to come next moment, sometimes in meditation, think in this manner, contemplate in this manner, that you can live only in the moment. Suppose next moment is the last moment that this body can, the body is allowing the life to express. Where will you go? Heaven or hell? Or to God? No, no, no. I have to pay my house loan. Oh, what? I have not given. I have not put the nominee's name in my bank accounts. Oh, what? No, no, next moment. Don't speak like this, Swamiji. Mahatmas don't speak like that. If they speak like that and it becomes true, then everything will go to government. All this life I have worked hard for nobody then. Only for government. नहीं नहीं ऐसे मत बोलो स्वामी जी. देखा फटी रहती है हर समय. Never prepared. Never prepared. If you accept heaven and hell, then automatically your life will become disciplined. Your actions will become righteous. If that fear is there that if I do bad deeds, I'll go to hell, and if I do good deeds, I'll go to heaven. See? But that fear is not there of going to hell. Who has come back and told me? I have not heard anyone come and tell me that they went to hell. Why? You are living in hell right now. If you are disturbed, if you are living as the body, if you are not able to sleep at night, if you are taking 1 plus n number of pills every day to survive, if you are living in fear of your wife, of your husband, of your children, of corona, of thieves, you are already in hell, yaar. Why you need to go to hell? You are already in hell. If you are disturbed, you are kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, you are in hell. So they believe that after death there is nothing. There is no heaven, there is no hell, there is no rebirth, no reincarnation, nothing. This is the philosophy of the Vaisheshikas. Thinking only about objects, objective life. Continuously, object, 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 object. Money, 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 money. Body, 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 body. Further, if God exists as a witness to one's actions and dispenses their fruit in the form of pleasure and pain, then one should sell the God's image and use the proceeds for one's maintenance. This is the tamasic vritti, tamasic gyan. What is the gyan? Use God to make money. How do you sell God to make money? How do you sell God to make money? You must have seen many so-called Vedantis, Swamis, teachers, including sannyasis. when they do pujas before Ramayana, after Ramayana, before Mahabharat, after Mahabharat, before Yajna, after Yajna, वहाँ पे बोली लगती है 200 rupees, $200, then you can come on the stage. $500, you can hold the plate. $1,000, you can stand in front of the Lord and do the puja. $2,000, अरे $2,000 में क्या होगा, भगवान की तो पूजा हो गई. नो, स्वामी जी's पूजा, $2,000. This is making money out of who? What? Vedanta. Out of God. Go to all temples, same thing is happening. All the pandas come, they eat your head like anything. ये करवा लो, वो get this done, get that done, get this done, get that done. Do we feel privileged to pay 1,000, 2,000 and do that? It is tamasic approach. Tamasic approach. After the satsang, in some places envelopes are given. Expectation of a return. Expectation of a return. Was it a barter? That I am giving lecture, therefore you should give something. See? Some of the Mahatmas in India, when they go around, उनकी तो बोली लगती है 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs. Otherwise they will not go to that. Whoever is inviting, if he doesn't promise that type of money, they will not go and give lecture. I know one place, in one ashram in India, the Mahatma was turning 60. 60s was Shashti Purti, no? So huge program was conducted on the beach. And all saints from Rishikesh and Haridwar and others were called. And the satsang was held. That 60-year-old Swamiji, he said, I don't want any to celebrate. No, this is a good opportunity. You are the eldest in our ashram. It will be a good way to invite all the people and all the devotees from all over the world. They came. I'm talking about 20-30 years ago. And at that time, what was the end game? Oh, we spent 5-7 lakhs for organizing the pandal and the prasad and all that. But how much did we make? 72 lakhs we made. One night event, 72 lakhs. Oh, it was a beneficial. It was a very good 60th anniversary of a sannyasi. And who is a sannyasi? Who has gone beyond body. See the hypocrisy. And this you will see everywhere around you. You will see it in temples, you will see it in people, you will see it in ashrams, you will see it in swamis. But we are not here to judge them. We are here to learn from it and make sure that we are not getting caught up in this game. Further, if God exists as a witness, if at all we accept that you say that God is the witness, He is the Sakshi, He is the Sakshi of one's actions, that some God is there, someone who is watching everything that we are doing, and depending upon we do good deeds or bad deeds, He makes the balance sheet at the end and then gives the appropriate result. one's actions and dispenses their fruit in the form of pleasure and pain. Then how do you collect? How do you collect merit? Then how do you please God? Go on a pilgrimage, and what do you do there? You give goose. Yeah? You give money to the priest, so that you don't have to stand in the queue and you go straight to the God. VIP darshan and you come out. Tamasic approach. See, we have all been guilty, no? Of this. We may give n number of arguments that we don't have time, that we have only 2 hours or 3 hours, we have to move ahead, our bus is there, we have to cover so many temples. But in the end, the approach, God has become a commodity for that priest or that whoever that liaison person is, and he is making money because you want to see God. He has made it into a business. He wants to do puja, he has made it into a business. You go on a pilgrimage, you have made it into a business. In Melbourne, one organization started just few years ago, and I know them. I have known them. I have not known them for last 25 years, but before that I knew them when I came to Australia. And they started some mandir they started, and बहुत very very arrogant people. They started because retiring. What to do? Maybe there is a little bit of devotion. I'm not one to say good or bad, but in the end it was about how to get funds, and money came, it poured, and they started senior citizens forum and this forum and that forum, and they knew the ropes, and they got the money from the multicultural commission, they got the money from the Victorian government, and the coffers were building and building and building and building. People were coming, and it came to a point that they could not. Till now it was a husband and wife run temple, but as it became big, you need help, you need volunteers. Initially people will volunteer, but volunteers don't want to be ordered around. Volunteers don't want to be commanded. So they said, hey, you want us to do, we have been volunteers for last 10 years, I think we should form a committee. After a lot of hesitation, the committee was formed. The committee worked for 5-6 years, and after that, that committee took all the money and left that temple and the organization without $1. Now they are building another temple. All this is how it is going. This is how God multiplies himself. See, so neither the first two, their attention was not on the Lord. It was on, I want to help the society, I want to, but where was the attention? On the money that is coming in. The committee that came, what was there? Where was their attention? On the money, not on God. See, बच के रहो भैया इससे. Beware. Wherever something like this is, stay 10 feet away from such people, such organizations, such ashrams, such gurus. Stay. ठीक है, they are doing good. Oh, तथा all the best to you. I'm not, it's not a cup of tea for me. Stay away. Because you get roped in because you want to satisfy your ego that I can contribute to the society. अरे भगवान क्या बेवकूफ है कि ऊपर बैठा हुआ है? जिसने दुनिया बनाई है, द वन हु हैज क्रिएटेड द क्रिएशन, डज ही नॉट नो हाउ टू हैंडल हिज ओन क्रिएशन? हैज ही टोल्ड यू, हे स्वामी परमानंदा, आई एम टेलिंग यू, you have to help my creation? Has he told you to build temples? ये अपनी खुजली होती है. Then what you should do? You should remember the Lord, chant his name, sing his glory. But anyway, we are in the tamasic. Suddenly I am going somewhere else. So they make the God's image, God's visit, the scriptures, pujas, artis, festivals, everything becomes a business. Look at the Ganpati festival in Maharashtra. It's a big, what you call, it's a money spinner. Money spinner, and it's not about who makes the biggest Ganpati, who collects the maximum donation, who gets the maximum sponsorship. And there are gunda gangs trying to sabotage the other group or the other group. It's continuously, baapre. And then what do they do when the Ganpati Bappa Moria? Everyone is drunk. Ganpati Bappa's car or chariot or wherever, however they are taking, and people are drinking all around and then dancing. Is this called festival or what? This is all tamasic. Where are we? Then one should sell the God's image and use the proceeds for one's maintenance. If it is said that the village deities will punish us for our actions, then why are the mountains from whose rocks they are made left alone? This is their argument. That if the gods have been carved out of the stones which have been taken from the mountain, why are the mountains still there? Why they have not been blessed? Useless arguments. The various examples and the topic, the way Jnaneshwar Maharaj is approaching, is to show how a tamasic person is fixated firstly in non-believing the God, and if he does accept that there is a God, he makes it into a business venture. Continuing 570, where are we? 571. 571, ऐसा विपाये देवो मानिजे तरी पाषाण मात्रची जाणिजे आणि आत्मा तव म्हणिजे देहातेची ये रे पाप पुण्यादिके ते आघवेची करो निलटिके हितमानी अग्निमुखे चरणे जे का जे चामाचे डोळे दाविती जे इंद्रिये गोडी लाविती तेची साच हे प्रतीती फुडी जया किंबहुना ऐसी प्रथा वाढती देखसी पार्था धूमाची वेली वृथा आकाशी जैसी कोरडा न ओला उपेगा आधी गेला तो वाढोनी मोडला भेंडू जैसा. He says, if it admits the existence of God, who this tamasic knowledge, if the one with tamasic knowledge, if it admits the existence of God, it regards the stone idol as God and the body as the self. This is the first part. Don't have to go anywhere far. Who are you? I'm here. Whenever you say I, what is your consideration about yourself? Do you think I is the body? Do you think I is the mind? Do you think I is the intellect? Do you think I is the breath? Or do you think I is the Atma? Or do you think I is the Paramatma? And the worst of all these five is I is husband, wife, brother, sister. Gaunatma. Which I are you? Are you all of them? Or are you one who is, with reference to different things and different people, is taking on the role of the various? This tamasic person can never understand. Mind alone is functioning through the five senses. अरे क्या बेवकूफ़ बना रहा है. आंखें आंखें, eyes are eyes, ears are ears, mind is mind. What mind is functioning through the five senses? Who are you making fool of? Why? Because the intellect is so grossified. It is not subtle enough, it is not purified enough, it is not fine enough to think of other possibilities. So if you are going to God, if you are going to a temple, it has happened with me sometimes, I don't do sashtang namaskar to the Lord. It depends what the अंदर से आ रहा है उस समय. कभी कभी मैं जाता हूँ, इतना सुंदर वो they have decorated the Shivji there, that you just stand there and you are lost. You forget that you have to lie down and do the namaskar. But that namaskar appears to me, if I'm thinking what people will think, then that namaskar is as hypocritical as it can be. But I'm standing there looking at the Lord, the Shivalinga, and I'm lost in it. It is a namaskar. But those who feel that namaskar means only lying down, because they consider body to be the self, so body must lie down, not mind must surrender. Then they insist, Swamiji, you are not lying down. और जब कोई याद दिलाता है तो वे कर देते हैं. Because they should not feel bad. See? But where is your... I'm like a mirror. I'm just bringing it in front of you so that you assess yourself. Where our shortcomings are. If we consider body to be the self, then we will consider God also to be of a form. And we will be stuck to that. This is now a little bit that tamasic person is getting some knowledge. At least he's, gone to the temple now. He's not arguing like the Vaisheshikas. According to that knowledge, all ideas about merit and demerit are false, and one's good lies in indulging in sensuous pleasures and consuming all things like fire. Hello. This is tamasic vritti, tamasic jnana. It goes on that there is nothing called good deeds, there is nothing called bad deeds, there is nothing called papa punya. Then make merry and enjoy. And how do you make merry and enjoy? Any way, which way you can. That is the attitude of the tamasic person. And consuming all things like fire. Fire is here like the desire, the sensuous desire, the kama vasana. And kama vasana is not only for opposite sex. Kama vasana for experiences. Kama vasana for possession. Kama vasana to be rich. Kama vasana to have a bucket list which is never ending. This is kama vasana only. Desire for this, desire for that, desire for that. Never ending. And just as fire consumes everything and anything that is put into it, so also this desire consumes, it will consume you. तुमको चूस लेगा पूरा. It will suck you dry. But it will not stop. The desire only begets more desire. It is convinced that whatever is perceptible to the physical eye or whatever is pleasing to the senses is alone real. Such people, the tamasic people, will believe seeing is believing. Adhyatma is, spirituality is, believing is seeing. Having faith, belief, next level after belief is faith. I believe I can get up in the morning at 3 a.m. Why? Because I got a 5 a.m. flight. If you believe it, you will get up. And you do get up. I believe that I will study hard and become a doctor. And if you put the efforts, because you believe. It's unseen. The result is not there with you. And especially when it comes to Adhyatma. You are told you are the Atma. Where is the Atma? कहाँ है? कहीं नहीं है. सिर्फ शरीर दिख रहा है. Only the body is seen. And this is what happens to many people who go with body identification and this new buzzword of meditation, and they sit in meditation and there the mind is blank. The mind is trying to seek its source. It can never come to know the source. Aprapya manasa saha. I have to know the self. I have to know the self. I have to know the self. What self? There is nothing. You are so addicted because you are identified with the body. You consider yourself to be the body. You want, your experiences are all with name and form. And when you come face to face, when you think with your mind with regards to the self, again you are expecting some form to appear. You use the word, it is Satchidanand Swarup, it is Nirgun Nirakar, but still the expectation is there that there must be a form, there must be an experience. And when the experience doesn't come, such a person gives up his practices. He says, hey, time waste हो गया सारा, कुछ नहीं है वहाँ पे, there is nothing. I wasted my 5 years, 7 years, 10 years in the sadhana. Nothing is there, man. And he uses all that focus, power, concentration, everything that he had harnessed back into indulging in the world. Why? Because there is nothing there. Subjective approach is not there. See? So it is convinced that whatever is perceptible to the physical eye or whatever is pleasing to the senses is alone real. This is what I was saying. Mood nahi hai. One thing is the mood. I like it. Life should not be lived on the basis of likes and dislikes. I don't like this. I like this. Today I like this. Then what should the life be based on? right and wrong, not like and dislike. Likes and dislikes give you sukh and dukh, right and wrong. Sometimes right can also give you dukh, misery. Sometimes wrong should be avoided, right should be pursued. But instead, what are we pursuing? What we like. And what is that which we like? That which is pleasurable to us, to our senses. Hmm? So, these are some uh, pointers that must go deep into our psyche, that we must not live our life on the basis of likes and dislikes. Basis of, then how? On the basis of right and wrong. What is right? If you live because of your tongue, I like sweet, you keep eating sweet, diabetes. But what is right? Don't eat sweet. That is right. But you are living for your tongue, not for your body. Tongue is only one part of the whole body. The whole body is kept as a ransom to the tongue. Why? Tongue doesn't like it, so I keep eating. It doesn't like not to eat, so I keep eating. I like tongue likes the sweet, so I keep liking eating the sweets. तो क्या करें, what to do? Diabetes is there, sugar is there, it's a lifestyle disease. Everyone is having it. If everyone is having it, I'm also having it. But you can do something about it. Nahi yaar. If I can't enjoy gulab jamun, if I can't enjoy cakes, if I can't enjoy mousse, if I can't enjoy malpua, if I can't enjoy jalebi, what's the point of having this body, yaar? The arguments, you may give arguments to others, or you may do have this self talk. O Partha, just as the masses of smoke go up in the sky, his thoughts which grow on these lines are of no avail. So this tamasic knowledge is worthless and infructuous, like a flimsy tree which, whether dry or fresh, grows and breaks. Such a person, and you see, those who are having this type of mentality, those who are having this disposition, the tamasic knowledge, they are the ones who are out on the streets. They are the ones who are afraid. They are the ones who are depressed. They are the ones who are irritated being because of the lockdown. See? Why? Can't indulge. Can't indulge. And when he's talking about that the flimsy tree breaks down, this is the breakdown. One experience comes which is not according to their expectations, and the personality breaks down. Arjuna broke down. How many times have we broken down in our life? Every time anger erupts, we have broken down. Every time kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, anger, greed, jealousy, envy, hypocrisy, arrogance, every time they express themselves, we have broken down. We have not been able to handle the situation because that is a reaction. The sattvic fellow He will be the witness, undisturbed, cool, calm. Rajasic person, if he is integrated, he will respond. He will respond. He will not react. That Rajasic person who is moving towards Sattva will respond. But that Rajasic person who is towards Tamas only react. Today, all the TV channels you only see, hey, what is your reaction to this news? Sir, what is your reaction? What is your reaction? They have forgotten the word response because it reminds them of responsibility, and nobody wants to be accountable. Nobody wants to be responsible. They want to shift the responsibility and accountability to someone else. See? So, this tamasic knowledge is worthless and infructuous like a flimsy tree. Flimsy tree because it doesn't have deep roots and therefore it is not able to grow. One breeze comes and it topples over. Or it breaks. (576th verse). नाना ऊसांची कणसे का नपुंसके माणुसे. हाँ, का नपुंसके माणुसे वन लागले जैसे सावरीचे. ना तरी बाळकाचे मन का चोरा घरीचे धन अथवा गळास्तन शेळीयेचे. तैसे ये वायाणे वोसाळ दिसे जाणणे तया ते मी म्हणे तामस ज्ञान. तेही ज्ञान इया भाषा बोलिजे तो भावो ऐसा. जात्यंधाचा का जैसा डोळा वाडू. का वधिराचे नीट कान अपेया नामपान. तैसे आडनाव ज्ञान तामसा तया. He says, or like the ear of corn of a sugar cane, or like an important person, or the grove of silk cotton trees, or the mind of an infant, or like the stolen money, or the neck nipple of a she goat. Knowledge which is hollow and lackluster they call tamasic knowledge. Where do you see in our Puranas or in our Itihas? Ravana was well educated. But what did he want? Immortality with body, isn't it? Hiranyakashipu was very well, all these kings were very well versed with the scriptures. When Hiranyaksha, the Hiranyaksha was the first one, then Hiranyakashipu. When Hiranyaksha was killed by Varaha avatar, Hiranyakashipu gives the Vedanta knowledge. Atma is indestructible, blah 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 blah, to Hiranyaksha's wife. But he goes around establishing the temples of himself. This is the hypocrisy. This knowledge is for others. As regards myself, no. It's only to teach others. It's only to judge others. It's only to remind others that this is what Upanishads say, this is that Atma, this is Brahmatmaikya Bodh. What about you, sir? If someone asks that question, run away from there. I don't want this disciple. Because he asks questions which are uncomfortable. Knowledge which is hollow. What is that knowledge which is hollow? That which is gleaned from other sources, but it is not your own direct experience. That is hollow knowledge. See? Now it is called knowledge for this reason. We say that one has broad eyes if one is born blind, or that one has fine ears if one is deaf, or that wine is a drink. Wine is a drink. In that way, the term knowledge applied to tamasic knowledge is a misnomer. We say that one has broad eyes if one is born blind. देखो उस बेचारे की कितनी अच्छी आंखें हैं and he can't see. People speak like that only, no? Would you, anyone who is able to see properly, do you say how beautiful that person's eyes are? But the person who's blind, his eyes become more beautiful. The one who is deaf, his ears become more beautiful. See how shapely they are. See how wonderful and unfortunate, you know. Tamasic Gyan. What? A glass of red wine a day keeps heart healthy. Doctor suggests no. So now alcohol has become drink. Alcohol has become a medicine. Wow. This is Tamasic Gyan. Now, 581st. हे असौ किति बोलावे तरी ऐसे जे देखावे ते ज्ञान नोहे जाणावे ढोळ सतमा एवती ही गुणी भेदले यथा लक्षणी ज्ञान श्रोते शिरोमणी दाविले तुझ आता याची त्रिप्रकारा ज्ञानाचे धनुर्धरा प्रकाशे होती गोचरा कर्तयांच्या क्रिया म्हणवनी कर्म पैगा अनुसरेती ही भागा मोहरे झालिया बोधा तोय जैसे तेची ज्ञानत्रयवशे त्रिविध कर्म जे असे तेथ सात्विक तव ऐसे परिसे आधी. He says, in short, we should not call it knowledge but darkness. All these different disposition, believing is seeing, using gods for making money, using scriptures for making money, satsang for making money, temples for making money, scriptures for taking money, considering yourself to be body, to be the self, considering everything in this world only for his body, considering there is nothing called punya and pap, there is nothing called heaven and hell, there is nothing called God, considering life is just a chance. You come into existence and you go out of existence. Then what do you do between coming and going? Enjoy, make merry by any way which way you can. Yahoo! Such is the tamasic disposition, and that is what is just a few. So many other points Jnaneshwar Maharaj told. So he says here, we should not call it knowledge, but it is darkness itself. It's an expression of ignorance. Anything that comes, anything that is associated with this body cannot be called as knowledge. Knowledge is only one. I told you yesterday also. Knowledge is only Atma. Atma Gyan is knowledge. And if you want to use from our point, Upanishadic point of view, Gita point of view, knowledge is only, the self is knowledge Swarup. What about the knowledge of the mind? That those thoughts which are taking you towards the Atma, reminding you of the Atma, making you focused on the Atma. That is Apara Gyan, but that is okay. But that thoughts, that knowledge, those convictions, those ideas, those imaginations, those convictions which are taking you away from the self or God and into the world, you can't. Knowledge of the world is not equal to knowledge. Knowledge of world is ignorance. Knowledge of the self as the self is knowledge. Knowledge of not self is ignorance, is tamas. I have read this, I have read Upanishads, I have read that, I have, my fourth chakra is open, my 10th chakra is open. I can go inside my body, I can heal others, I am a clairvoyant, I am a clairaudient, I can produce vibhuti. I was seeing one Mahatma's interview. All big talk, and in the end, okay, let me give you a parting present. And people say that Satya Sai Baba used to produce vibhuti, this, that. Now, see, this is how he's speaking. That he used to produce vibhuti. That is nothing. I can also do it. And he gave vibhuti to him. Are you on the YouTube? You are trying to show that you are also equal to Satya Sai Baba. That you are equal because you can produce vibhuti. You are great. That is not those are not the parameters by which greatness is measured. Not by vibhuti. These are all tricks. These are all sleight of hand. This is only at mind level. It's only at mind level. But before you are talking about Vedanta and you end up with Vibhuti. See? Because what is Vibhuti? Tamas. It's matter. See one in all beings. We should, see the oneness in all beings. And at the end of the lecture, Dakshina. Oneness in all beings. The teacher is speaking. So who will give Dakshina to whom then? Sir, you already said you are one with all. What do you need? Everything is yours. So let it remain with us because we are yours. See? Beware, beware, beware. Understand that all knowledge other than the self is tamasic knowledge. That knowledge which is only with regards to form, with identification of which considers this body to be the self, and with respect to that is tamasic knowledge. O best among the hearers, I have thus explained to you the three kinds of knowledge based on the gunas along with their characteristics. We have seen the Sattvic Gyan, Rajasic Gyan and Tamasic Gyan. Sattvic Gyan sees the oneness among all, oneness among the many. The Rajasic Gyan establishes the many and thinks one in everyone. So differences, it establishes differences, it establishes separation, and in tamas, all it is fixated that I am only this body. When one object is considered as all in all, when one object is considered as all in all, that is tamasic jnana. And that is, if you are living that you are only this body, then tamasic jnana. Assess yourself. Are your activities, thoughts during the day only pertaining to this body? Then some knee-jerk process needs to be initiated. Get out of it. O archer, all actions are performed by the agent in the light of these three kinds of knowledge. Knowledge, for knowledge to happen, there should be a knower also, no? If there is the knowledge is sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, then the knower also has to be sattvic knower, rajasic knower, tamasic knower. Just like the waking is there, so waker is there. Dreaming is there, so dreamer is there. Similarly, knowledge is there, the knower of knowledge also has to be there. Knowledge by itself cannot express. You need the triputi for it, no? Knower, knowing. So here he says, O archer, all actions are performed by the agent in the light of these three kinds of knowledge. Like water flowing in currents, the action is also distributed in three parts. Action, karma ki baat kar. Now they are talking about karma. And a single action becomes threefold because of the threefold knowledge. I shall tell you first the characteristics of sattvic action. Now, so knower, knowledge, we talked about knowledge, and now we are going to talk about action. Knowledge always follows activity. If you are, see, when we are talking about sattvic, rajasic, tamasic knowledge, yes, we understand knowledge means the self, but here we have to take one step down. What is the topic? The topic is sattvic jnana, rajasic jnana, tamasic jnana. Can any of these three, sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, can it be the self? No. So it is necessarily in your mind only, no? But what are its qualities or characteristics or attributes of the sattvic jnana? How does it express? How does the rajasic jnana express? What is your disposition in your mind? What is your approach to everything? That was what was enumerated in the last three verses. And now, next week when we see, we will be talking about sattvic karma, then rajasic karma and tamasic karma, so that we can fine tune ourselves. So that we know that we are moving in the right direction. If we are stuck somewhere, understand what your shortcoming is and move forward. Knowledge is power. And here, if we are, while listening, if we are subjective, if we are available, and while listening only, your reflection is going on. If you become empty and listen, the reprogramming happens automatically. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sit quietly for a moment.